Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another presentation of our 1969 Mets replay using payoff pitch baseball. This is game 159. The Pirates are ahead of the Mets by one run. By one game. And in this game, the Mets will be facing the Philadelphia Phillies. It's going to be Grant Jackson, the 27-year-old left-hander. We'll be facing Tom Terrific, the franchise, at 25 years old in 1969. And we're right about to get started. So the Mets have three more games to 162. They're behind the Pirates one game, so they're going to have to probably win the next three games, and the Pirates need to lose at least one game. But if they're tied, it's right now the Mets are 93 and 65. The Pirates are 94 and 64. So the Mets are one game behind them in the loss column, and that makes a big difference in terms of the percentage-wise. So the Mets could be in a tie but still lose the division because of a percentage. So Mets need to continue to win, and the Pirates need to at least lose one game, and we'll see what happens. The Mets will finish the season facing the Cubs, and the Pirates will finish the season facing the Phillies. The Phillies, of course, are in last place, I believe. Let's double check. So hopefully, the Phillies are in sixth place. George Wyatt is their manager, and Mets, of course, are in second place, one game behind the Pirates. So the Cubs are in third place, not far behind the Mets and the Pirates, but about 6 games or so, 5-6 games. So the Mets have a tougher weekend series, and they won't be pitching Kuzman or Seaver in that weekend series, from what I know. So they will have to go with they will go with Gentry, and they will go with Caldwell, and let's see. Who else? The Mets are going to go with Gentry and McAndrew and Cardwell, I believe, for the weekend. So we'll see what happens, and let's play this out. We're almost at the end of the replay, which is a kind of a nice thing, a thing to be celebrated. And let's get started. It's going to be, I'll go over the lineup quickly for the visiting Mets. The Mets are at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. It's going to be Cleon Jones leading it off in left field. He's back after about 3 weeks on the disabled list. Shortstop, Bobby Heiss. It's going to be Amos Otis in center field. Batting cleanup is Don Clendenin, the first baseman. Batting fifth is Ron Swoboda, the right fielder. At third base, it's Bobby File. Batting sixth. Batting seventh is Duffy Dyer. Eighth is Al Weiss, and ninth is Tom Terrific. We're going to do 3 innings with the Cards, and then 3 innings with the Dice, and then 3 innings with the Cards. Here goes 8. That's going to be a tough pitch. A tough pitch from a lefty, and that's going to be lined for a base hit. So Cleon Jones starts off the game with a single. He's on at first. And let's see that first roll that we got. No, it's an 8, too high to run. Bobby Heiss. Here goes. It's a 4. That's a tough 45. And that's popped up. Third base side. 1 away. Here's a pitch from Jackson. That's patient. A patient 99. That's popped up again to the third baseman. So back-to-back pop-ups to third base. Right there is Darren Johnson. And here's Clendenin, big power hitter. 4, that's a tough 86. And that's grounded to short. Over to first. And that retires the side. And the Mets leave 1, score none, pick up a hit. Go to the bottom of the first. Phillies, here's Seaver. Let's go over the lineup quickly. It's going to be Briggs, the center fielder, Taylor, the second baseman, and Callison batting third and right field. Dick Allen is the cleanup hitter at first base. Third baseman is Darren Johnson. He's got good power. Left fielder is R. Stone, Gene Stone. I got to get R. Stone. There's 2 Stones on this team, and you got to be careful you don't mix them up. I think that happened to me once. I was playing with the wrong Stone. Let's get the right Stone. Ron Stone. There he is, sticking out. All right, so Ron Stone is in left field. It's hitting 7th is the catcher Watkins. 8th is Don Money, and 9th is Grant Jackson. Here goes. Here's the pitch from Seaver, and 11 is Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 65, and that is ripped to short. Scooped by Weiss. No, shortstop is Heiss. Over to first, and went away. All right, here's Tony Taylor. Tough out 71. And that is a fly ball. Center field, 2 out. Pitch from Seaver, patient. Patient 63, and that's grounded to short. So 2 ground balls to the shortstop. 3 up, 3 down for Tom Terrific. Now Ron Swoboda is going to lead off the top of the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch from Grant. That's a tough pitch, a 93, and that is a fly to left. Under it is Stone. 1 away. In play 49. Ground to third. Third baseman Johnson throws him out, and Duffy Dyer with an in play 11. That's line, base hit. Oh, not only is that a base hit, but that's pulled down the line into the corner, and Duffy Dyer, and that bounds off the wall, rolls away from the left fielder Ron Stone, and Duffy Dyer is going to try for third. Here's a throw to third, and he is safe under the tag. Wait a second. It's a 2-out triple. A 2-out triple. Holy smokes for Duffy Dyer. So they are going to, you know what? Weiss bats 200, and Seaver, not a very good hitter, but, we're going to walk. We're not going to walk Weiss. It's too early in the game. 5, patient 13, and that is a base on balls. So 1st and 3rd, and here comes Seaver. Pitch from Grant. Tough 50, strike 3, and that retires the side. First strikeout for Grant. Mets lead 2, score none, and at the end of 1.5, it's 0-0. Dick Allen, here's a pitch from Seaver, and it's a tough 0-4 is strike 3. So Seaver picks up his first strikeout of the game. Darren Johnson is next, and that's a tough out, and that's back-to-back Ks. Strikes him out. And here's Ron Stone. 4 is a patient. Patient 10, that's a base on balls. So first walk allowed. And he's gonna, nope, not gonna go. And here's Watkins. Pitch to Watkins, a 3. That's defense. Defense 38. So that may be going to be an error on the third baseman. Third baseman today is Bobby File. And File at third base is a 5 error rating. And a 5 is 1-26, sweet 38. So that's going to be a ball that's ripped to third, backhanded by File. Throw to first, and in time. Nice play by Bobby File at third. No runs, no hits, 1 left, top of the 3rd. Cleon Jones is leading us off. No score in this game. Here's the pitch from Jackson. A tough 98. It's a fly to left. 1 away. Bobby Heiss, who popped up. That's a defense 08. And that's going to be a rip past the third baseman. Will that go for 2? And nope. It's going to be cut off quickly by Stone. and they keep Heiss to a single. And here's Amos Otis, a tough 20. That's a strikeout. 2 out now. Second strikeout for Grant Jackson. 2 out, 1 on. And it's Don Clendenin with an 11. That's ballpark 58. Ooh, ballpark 58. That's going to be in play, and that's going to be driven in the gap, and that's going to split the outfielders. And I believe Heiss is going to score on this. Let's double check. Let's see if he's at least a 6. And the Mets have the first run of the game, thanks to Don Clendenin. A 2-out double, RBI double, driving in Bobby Heiss. So Clendenin's on at second base, 1-0 Mets. Here's Ron Swoboda. Tough 95, and that is a fly ball left field for the third out. But the Mets pick up a run on 2 hits. They lead at 1-0. All right, Don Money against Tom Seaver. Here's the pitch. It's an 8. That's a tough 45. It is strike 3, third strikeout for Seaver. Next is the pitcher. He's a batting card 6. That's a 4, a patient 43. And that's popped up, middle of the infield. Right there is Bobby Heiss, makes the catch. And it's Briggs. 6, a tough out 94. And that's a fly ball, shallow right. Racing in is Swoboda, gets there for the out. 3 up, 3 down for Tom Terrific. We go to top of the 4th. Bobby File is leading us off. Now, top of the 4th is where we need to shuffle. So we're going to quickly shuffle. Then we're going to move over to dice, change over to dice for 3 innings. A little bit noisier. It's a little bit more frantic. I like the peace and serenity of the cards, but I also want to include as many possible results as I can. So I keep the randomness of the dice are in play here. So I'm going to spin this around a little bit. It's not this dice tray is not too loud. It's a little bit loud because on the sides it's not protected with the felt. The bottom is and the interior is, but of course the sides are not. So that I think is a fail. So you'll still hear pretty loud noise. So we are in the top of the 4th Bobby File, and 11 is a ballpark. But an 80 is going to be too high, and it's going to take us to in play. In play 70, and that is a fly ball that's lined right at Briggs, who doesn't move very much. Makes the catch. So Bobby File hit it on the nose and right at the center fielder. Here's Duffy Dyer. That's a 683. That's a tough. And the tough 83 is a strikeout. That is number 3 for Grant Jackson. Both pitchers can go 9. And here's Al Weiss with a 9 and a 13. That's in play 13. A ground ball. And that's past the shortstop into left field for a single. Here comes Seaver with a runner at first. Seaver's a pitcher hitting card 3, and that is a 7 and a 51 in play. 51. It's a fly ball to right, and that's a third out. No runs, 1 hit. Bottom of the 4th. Tom Seaver is going to be facing Taylor, Callison, and Allen. Seaver looks in for the sign in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Mets. Mets need to win this game. They're 1 game behind the Pirates here at the end of the season. Here's Tony Taylor. Tony Taylor with a 980. That's a patient. 80 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Heiss. And that is 1 away. Next is Johnny Callison, left-handed hitter. He grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. That's a 744. So a 7 is in play. So he puts the ball in play. And a 44 is a ground ball to the first baseman, Clendenin. That's 2 out. And here's Dick Allen. Good power. Snake Eyes is in play, 79. And that is a fly ball in the gap. Chasing after it is Otis, and he gets there for the out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to top of the 5th. Cleon Jones is leading us off. Grant Jackson. The pitch. That's a 768. In play, 68. And that is a fly ball to the center fielder. Who's that out there? Briggs makes the catch, 1 away. Bob Heiss, who's 1 for 2, popped up and singled. Say 10-52. That's Patient. Patient 52 is a base on balls. So Heiss, pretty good day. He's on 2 out of the 3 times. And here's Amos Otis. Here's the pitch from Jackson. That's a 358, a Patient 58. And that is a ground ball to the second baseman. This is going to be a double play. It's going to be a 4-6-3 Taylor to Money to Allen. So 4-6-3 double play. No runs, no hits. Bottom of the 5th. Darren Johnson, Ron Stone, and D. Watkins. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's a 12, a tough 31. And Seaver fans Johnson. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Seaver. Here comes Ron Stone. That's an 849, a tough 49. That's a fly to left. Cleon Jones over, settles under it, makes the catch. Watkins with 2 outs. Dave Watkins. Watkins so far today, he's grounded out to third. 6 and a 43. That's a tough out. That's a strikeout. Number 5 for Tom Terrific. No runs, no hits. We go to the top of the 6th. 1-0 Mets. Don Clendenin's leading it off against Grant Jackson. Here's the pitch to Clendenin. That's a 10-24. A 10 is Patient. A 24 is a walk. So Clendenin is on at first. And here's Swoboda. That's a 5 and 18. A 5 is a Patient. That's base on ball. So back-to-back walks. Puts runners on first and second. Top of the 6th. 1-0 Mets. Mets threatening here in the top of the 6th with the first 2 runners reaching base on walks. Bobby File is going to square to bunt. He is, what kind of a bunt? He's an A bunter, and that's a successful bunt. A ball out in front of the plate. Pouncing on it is the catcher, Watkins, over to first. Both runners move up. And here we go. It's going to be Duffy Dyer. Here's the pitch. Infield is in for the Phillies. That's an 8 and a 91. So an 8 is a tough. A 91 is going to be a ground ball. Oh, no, it's going to be a line out. A line out to the shortstop. And we may be able to pull a double play here. A line out to the shortstop, runner on second base. Let's see. And a 2-3 is going to be a line out and a double play. So let's see what happens. And nope. So it's a line out to the shortstop, L6, and that's going to bring out Weiss. They're going to walk Weiss to get to the pitcher. Intentionally load the bases, and here's Tom Terrific. Pitcher hitting card 3, and 8 is a tough, and a 46 is a strikeout. Strikeout number 4, and the Mets leave the bases loaded. No hits, but 3 walks. And we go to bottom of the 6th. So the Mets lost a great opportunity there to kind of break the game open. It's going to be Don Money, Grant Jackson, and Johnny Briggs here in the bottom of the 6th. It's 1-0 Mets. Here's the pitch. This is the last half inning with the dice. Then we're going to go back to cards. That's going to be a 9-39. That's a patient 39, and that's line base hit to left center field, cut off by Jones. So money's on, and we're going to bunt with Jackson. Jackson is a D-bunter, and it's a good bunt. That's going to move money, the tying run, to second base. Johnny Briggs, here's the pitch from Seaver. And Snake Eyes 23, that's in play 23, that's line base hit. This may tie up the ball game, and no, they're going to stop money at third base. First and third, Mets are going to bring the infield in here. Tony Taylor. Here's the pitch. That's a 7-0-3, in play 0-3. That's going to be ripped down the line into the left field corner. This may score two. And no, they're going to hold up Briggs at third base. So it's an RBI double. Game is tied. Tony Taylor gets a hold of a Seaver fastball and drives it down the line. Johnny Callison with the infield in. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's a 12. That's a tough 13 is a strikeout. Big strikeout for Tom Terrific, number 6. And here's Dick Allen. Dick Allen versus righties batted .284. Darren Johnson, 260. So pretty close. We're going to face Dick Allen here with second and third and 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Seaver. This is a huge pitch. It's a 5. That's a tough out. Seaver reaches back for a little extra and blows a fastball by Dick Allen for out number 3. Number 7 for Seaver. But the Phillies do come up with a run on 3 hits. And they tie the ball game up here in the top of the 7th. It's going to be Cleon Jones leading it off for the Mets. And we're going to go back to the cards now, nice and quiet. I do enjoy the cards. All right, so it's going to be Cleon Jones leading it off. See what happens. Here's the pitch from Grant Jackson. That's in play 92. That's a line drive to the left fielder, Stone, who barely moves, and he's right there, L7. Bobby Heiss. That's a 10, a patient 70 again. That's ball 4. So Heiss has reached base 3 out of the 4 times today. He's on at first. And with Amos Otis up. Here's a pitch. That's a 3. A patient 96 again. A very high number. 96 is a fly to left. 2 out. Don Clendenin. Here's the pitch to Clendenin. That's a 12. Defense 39. It tells us the range of the third baseman. Third baseman is Johnson, and his range at third base is a C range. That's 1 to 45. We roll a 39. That's going to be a line drive that is past the third baseman. And that's going to send Bobby Heiss to third base. First and third. And it's Ron Swoboda. Here's a pitch. It's a 6, a tough 21. Strike 3, and that retires the side. 5th strikeout for Jackson. Jackson reaches back for a little extra and blows a fastball past Swoboda. Mets leave 2. No runs, 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Johnson, Stone, and Watkins. Mets need this game. They're 1 game behind the Pirates here in game 159 of the season. That's an 8, a tough 61. And that's a ground ball and through for a base hit. So Johnson's on with a single. Darren Johnson. And Stone's we're going to try a hit and run here. 7, that's in play, 88. And that is a ground ball to second base. It's going to only 1 play, and that's the first. So a runner is in scoring position for Dave Watkins. Here's the pitch from Seaver. Tough out 21, strike 3. So Seaver notches his 8th strikeout of the game for out number 2. On money, and then Grant Jackson. So if we walk money, we get Grant Jackson out of the game because they'll probably pinch hit for him. So we want to pitch to Don Money. Here's the pitch. It's an 8. It's a tough 32, and that is a strikeout. So big K for Tom Seaver. Back-to-back strikeouts with a runner in scoring position. And it's still tied. No runs, 1 hit, top of the 8th. Grant Jackson, this is probably his last inning. He's due up next inning. So he's going to pitch to File, Dyer, and Weiss. We're going to start bringing in some pinch hitters here. And we're going to start off. We are going to start off with, let's see. Let's see. All right, we're going to start off with Art Shamsky. So Shamsky's coming in to pinch hit. Here in the top of the 8th. And here's a pitch from Jackson. That's a 4, a tough 53 is lined. Oh, no. It is lined to right field for out number 1. Wait a second. Looking at the wrong card. A tough 53, and that is a base hit. If I knew it, I knew I was looking at the wrong. Something was wrong there. So a base hit for Shamsky to lead off the inning for the Mets. So he's on at first, and Duffy Dyer's next. Here's the pitch. It's a 6. That's a tough 55, and that is a strikeout. So Dyer strikes out, and that is number 6 for Grant. Weiss is next. Pitch to Al Weiss is an 8. That's tough 75, and that is a fly ball center field. 2 outs. So we're going to keep Seaver in the game. Here's a pitch. It's a tough 68. Strike 3, and that is strikeout number 7. Mets pick up a hit, leave 1. 1-1 after 7.5. So the Mets are going to get a new third baseman. That's going to be Ed Charles, the veteran last season in baseball. So we're going to write in Charles here somewhere. Let's do that, Charles. All right, so Charles is at third base, excuse me. And it's going to be Grant Jackson. We're going to see a pinch hitter for Jackson. And let's find out who we can bring in to pinch hit. Let's do the first inning single, pop, and 6. Pop, and 6. All right, who can we bring in? Going to bring in a lefty, Rosnowski or Reed. Let's see who comes up first, Rosnowski or Reed. Scott Reed is coming up, left-handed hitter. Gonna pinch hit. All right, here goes. That's a 7. That's in play 68, and that is ripped to short. Heiss up with it over to first. 1 away. Nice play by Heiss. Low throw, but scooped out by Clendenin. Bottom of the 8th here. 1-1 game. That's a 6. Tough out 33, and that's a strikeout. Strikeout number 10 for Seaver. And it's Tony Taylor. Here's a pitch from Seaver. An 8, a tough 71, and that is a fly ball. To right center field. On the run is Otis, tracks it down. And that's 3 up, 3 down for Seaver. Top of the 9th. We got a new pitcher now. Let's see who we're going to get for the Phils. 686. All right, we're going to get actual games, 37. We got Palmer. Kid named Palmer is going to come in here and pitch. Lowell Palmer. All right, here's a pitch to Jones from Palmer. That's a 4 ballpark. Uh-oh. 63 is in play. 69 is a fly ball deep center field. Back goes The center fielder, Briggs, makes the catch, one away. You got a pinch hitter for the shortstop. Going to bring in Bud Harrelson, and he'll take over at short. Pinch hitter, shortstop. All right, here's the pitch. It's a 6, patient, a patient 21, ball 4. So Harrelson walks. He's on at first. And next is going to be Amos Otis. And we're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Otis as well. And who's it going to be? Let's see. It's going to be Kenny Boswell. Kenny Boswell is going to pinch hit for Otis. And we are going to try a hit and run as well. And here's the pitch. It's a 6. It's a patient 20 on a hit and run. That is going to be a line drive base hit. That's going to send Harrelson to third. So the Mets have first and third for Don Clendenin. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Don Clendenin. First base is going to be Kranepool. He's going to come in, and then he's going to stay in to play first base. We've got a lot of changes here for the Mets. Here's the pitch. Infield is in for the Phillies. That's a 9 in play. In play 73 is going to be a fly ball center field. And this is going to be a short fly ball. Short fly ball, which means that runner at third base, I believe, is a 7. That comes down to 5. Short fly ball to 73, which would be center field. Center fielder's arm. Briggs. Ooh, he's got an 8. So that's a pretty good arm. Harrelson is a 7. That becomes a 5. 5 or less, he'll score. 9, 10, 11, 12, he's out. We're going to try to score on a short fly ball to center field. A medium short fly ball. And here is the card pull. It's an 8. That means that we're going to have a play at the plate. And runner's coach's choice. Here goes. We're going to pull a we're looking at the 2D10, and that's a 92. He is safe. This is going to be a sacrifice fly for Kranepool. And Buddy Harrelson slides in just barely. Pinch hitter under the tag. The Mets score a run here, and it's Ron Swoboda. Here's the pitch from Palmer. That's a 6, a patient 88. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. Money scoops it, throws on the run, gets his man. The Mets pick up a run here in the top of the 9th on 1 hit, 1 walk, and a big sacrifice fly by Kranepool. And we're going to get center fielder Tommy Agee in center field now. 2-1 Mets here in the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Tom Seaver facing Callison, Allen, and Johnson. See if the Mets can hold on. This has been one of their issues lately. In the last 3 weeks, they've been losing these close games. When they take a lead in the top of the 9th, they come back, they give up 2 in the bottom of the 9th, and those are the games they've been losing. That's why they're 1 game behind the Pirates. Let's see if Tom Seaver, we're going with Seaver here. Here's a pitch. It's an 11. That's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 0-4. That's a deep drive, and that ball is gone. Johnny Callison gets a hold of his Seaver fastball on the first pitch and ties the ball game. There you go, folks. This is what's been happening to the Mets. So just like that, boom, an 11's wheelhouse, 0-4 against a righty is a home run. So it's tied at 2 apiece. Dick Allen's next. That's a 12. That's a tough 25. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 11 for Seaver. Darren Johnson with a tough 94. That's a fly ball deep left field. Backing up on the track is Jones and makes the catch. And it's Johnson now, Ron Johnson with a 10. Ballpark 34 against a lefty. That's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 1 to 682 is a ground ball to the second baseman. So after the home run, it's 3 up and 3 down. Holy smokes. 10th inning, guys. 2-2. Charles is up. Ed Charles. All right, here's the pitch. We are in the 10th. You know what? And that's going to force us to go to the dice, because that's 3 innings already with the cards. So we're going to go to the dice for the next 3 innings. Nice combination of dice and cards. Mets need this game. It's 2-2, top of the 10th. Mets scored a run the top of the 9th, and then it was Callison did a leadoff home run in the bottom of the 9th to tie it up at 2 off Seaver. Seaver's still in there. We may push him one more inning. See what happens. All right. Here goes. We're using dice. Top of the 10th. It's going to be Charles against Lowell Palmer. And that's a 9 and a 55. In play, 55, and that is a fly ball to right. Next is Duffy Dyer. And it's going to be a 6 and 26. A patient 26 is line base hit center field for Dyer. So Dyer's 2 for 5 today. He's on at first, and we're going to get a pinch runner for Duffy Dyer. It's going to be Rod. You know what? Rod Gasper's a decent hitter. Let's see if we get somebody else. Wayne Garrett hasn't hit yet. We're going to get Gosger. Gosger's going to come in and pinch run. And then the new catcher is going to be Martin. We actually may hit with Martin, so we'll see what happens. We may put him in the 9th spot. All right, so we've got Gosger in there as a runner. For Dyer, top 10. All right, it's going to be Al Weiss. Here's the pitch. And that's a 12 wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 72, though. 72 is going to be a fly ball center field. And now it's Tom Seaver. And that's going to be it for Seaver. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter. It is going to be, I believe it's going to be J.C. Martin. He'll stay in there at catcher. Yeah, you know what? It is going to be J.C. Martin. It's got some power. All right, J.C. Martin. And he will be a pinch hitter and then stay in as catcher. So he's not going to be there. He's going to be down here. All right, and that'll be, I guess, the pitcher spot. So J.C. Martin at the plate. 2 out, 1 on. Here's a pitch from Palmer. And that's a 4.31. A 4 is ballpark. 31 is going to be left-handed batter. Ballpark is going to be wheelhouse. So we are rolling for J.C. Martin. 1 for 74, and that's a deep drive to right field. Back goes the right fielder, Callison, to the wall. That's out of here. The Mets take a 4-2 lead on a pinch hit home run by J.C. Martin. 4-2 Mets. Big home run, and he's celebrated at the plate by his teammates. Mets need this game. They're one game behind the Pirates. This is game 159. They can't afford to lose a game. Holy smokes, that worked out for the Mets. And here comes Cleon Jones with 2 out. Pitch from Palmer. Palmer now is actually a, you know what, we're going to bring in a new pitcher. It's going to be Johnson. Palmer's out after that home run. Jerry Johnson's coming in. Against Cleon Jones. Here's the pitch. That's a 9, and an 85. That's in play. 85 is ripped to short. Scoop by Money. Throw to first. High, but nice stretch by the first baseman, Allen. And that retires the side. Mets to pick up 2 runs on the 2-run home run by J.C. Martin. He's going to stay in and play catcher. And we got Watkins, Money, and then a pinch hitter. And for the Mets, let's see who the Mets are going to bring in to pitch. 7-5 triple. All right, let's see. Walk and then a K. All right, the Mets will be bringing in Tug McGraw. They're going with Tug McGraw here. Against some righties. But we've had issues with Taylor throughout, so we're going to move away from Taylor. We're going to go to Tug McGraw, Watkins, Money, and a pinch hitter. All right, here's a pitch. It's a 12. That's a tough 41 against the lefties, a strikeout. So Watkins strikes out. That's the first one for Tug McGraw. Next is Don Money. He's 1 for 3. Scored a run. That's a 7. That's a tough 61. And that is a ground ball to the second baseman. Weiss up with it over to first in time. Mets are 1 out away from victory here in the bottom of the 10th. Big hit was the 2-run homer pinch hit homer by J.C. Martin. Holy smokes. And we get a pinch hitter. And it's going to be Terry Harmon. Here's a pitch from McGraw. That's a 483 in play. 83 is ripped to short. Harrelson over to first, and that's the ball game, folks. The Mets pull it out in 10. No runs, no hits in the bottom of the 10th, so McGraw is going to pick up a save. Seaver is going to get the win. The loss is going to go to Palmer. And Mets win it by a score of 4-2. Let's see how many hits the Mets had here. 2 big hits there. Another one there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits for the Mets. No errors. I don't think any errors were committed in this game by either team. And for the Phillies, they had right there. And the Phillies only managed 4 hits in this game. So Seaver pitched a heck of a ball game. Went 9 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. And he walks. Oh, I missed a hit. Right there. So actually it was 5 hits. 1 walk right there. So he walked 1 and struck out 11. So Tom Terrific was terrific today for sure. Gave up 1 home run. No wild pitches. He's going to get the victory. And I have to input all the stats to get the. But the Mets pulled it out. Let's see what happens now. Well, I can't see anything until I input all the information. So we're going to see what happens in the Pirate game. They play last today. So if they lose, the Mets will be tied with the Pirates at 94 and 65. So the Pirates need to lose. And that's about it. This is CP Cards and Dice. Mets won their game 4-2 over the Phillies. Game 159. So we got basically 3 games left for the season. And then I'm going to be moving to playing Deep Drive for a while. This is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for watching. I hope everybody's well out there. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And Bob Murphy and Ralph Kiner say adios.